Hello, ladies and gentlemen, those otherwise inclined. My name is the Wrong Lady 2, and welcome back to this Pokemon White 2 Nuzlocke. Last time we continued on with our training to get ready for Drayden and the Opelucid City Gym, and we got our team, this group of 6, to where I want them to be. Pretty straightforward. No real issues on that front. So why has the death counter gone up? Well, I then decided to do a little bit of battling with a different group of people. Those that were... oh, great. Those that were inside the Nimbasa Stadium. And that group knocked out Dewey, the Golduck. Which... frankly, I called once again with me checking the accuracy of his moves, noting they all have a chance to miss. He missed and then got hit with a critical hit. A high-rolled critical hit to take him out. But that was more about getting some extra money into the team. We will not be jumping in there though to start off. We will start off as we always typically do, in the Join Avenue. Now you may be able to hear some music in the background. That's my brother playing his music outside very loudly. Hopefully that won't be a problem. Shop with the mail clerk. I will go... you. If you also didn't see yesterday's stream, I think the issue with the stream prior to that, where I just split it into two with the overabundance of lag, that seemed to all come from Streamlabs rather than anything else on my end, because it ran pretty damn smoothly yesterday and has been running pretty smoothly today. Nope. Female clerk, florist or the antiques? I'll go the florist. I also double checked the weird values on the on the recommendations for the Join Avenue, and it's because if you're just helping out a fan, it's another one for you, you only get 75% of the points value, whereas if you were doing another player that came through, then that would give you more points. It's off. Well, that should be everything. Won't worry about the training. Actually, I'll do one, which will be the attack, and that'll go into Blade. PP up, lovely. Train, attack. I still haven't done the battles for... oh shit, I grabbed the wrong. I grabbed the wrong Gigalith. I'll sort that out. So we're not boomy. Red shard. Tiny mushroom. And a hard stone. Another raffle. for more berry juice. And we'll go and grab that ether. In here to access my PC. So I grabbed the wrong one of the two of them. It's a good thing I noticed that. We also did get an encounter yesterday as well, because we found a Bullfalont in the Hidden Grotto on Route 9, which I called Bison. I believe was naive for his nature. Well, special attack down for speed was the actual effect. I also talked about what I might do at some point. Like, while my season's still going on, is switch my training... Oh, sorry, switch my streams for Pokemon to a Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, as it's a bit easier to do. Easier to set up and handle with less time, which I have on those days. Well, certainly on the Tuesday and Thursday, if nothing else. Which will hopefully then allow me to get more time to get Persona back on the list. Or throw something else into the carnage. But we'll see. Actually, technically, if I'm going to do that, I pretty much need to do that starting next week. It wouldn't be for long. It would be until basically the start of September, unless I pick up a bit more work, in which case that change may reflect that. Oh, good. Immediate into Rockslide. There's one other thing I'll do while I'm here. Maybe two other things. But mostly one. It's mainly the same thing. So Volcamel needs to relearn a move. Now, do I want Flame Burst or Lava Plume? I'll go Lava Plume. And we'll drop Takedown for it. And while I'm here, let's see what Blade can learn. That's it. I guess you're keeping Metal Sound then. I mean, I could make... There's maybe a TM that works better for it, but... For now, you keep it. Lastly... Just in case we don't get there again, because there is some stuff that goes on after the gym battle, let us go look for that treasure hunter. Okay, the items have respawned as well, so we'll take care of that too. I still have not checked out the places for Cup. A blue flute. coil. And the hearts cup. So net 0 on our heart scales today. Think there's anything else around here? Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Back to Opelucid. Now, for the most part, I think Homer stays out of this. That being said, it's not like I desperately want to be losing Pokemon. But it's more about making sure we know what we're running with. Let me pull up this thing. Welcome to the Opelucid City Gym. Here's some fresh water. Stay hydrated. Always worth doing. How do you like these dragon statues? This gym is the only place in Unova with statues this size. Climb on the dragon's head and aim for the top of the other dragon, where Drayden, the gym leader, is waiting. Dragon-type Pokemon are his specialty. Just between you and me, dragon types are weak to ice type moves, as well as to moves of their own type, meaning dragon. The first guy, here's a dragon. Oh, he has a fracture, but it only has dragon type moves. So what I will do is I'll move Boomy Top, who's got the amulet. You do. I'll keep you with the EVR light for now. And who do I want to get that? The experience share. I can stay on Homer for now, I think. Always aim for the top, like a dragon taking flight. Out comes the fracture. You're staring down at a king. We'll use Block Slide to start. And finish. This energy I feel from you, it is just like that of a soaring dragon. Trainers far stronger than I wait for you above. The ones on the right emphasize attack. The ones on the left emphasize defense. Return to the dragon's head and step on the glowing triangle. Then choose either left or right. Uh-huh. So, how do I want to deal with this? I think, at the very least, so if we go on the right, I think, ooh. It's a little complicated. I would say, I would argue we run Scorpion on the first for the right, and then switch to Boomy. We may need to send Boomy in twice. Offense is everything. This guy's a Fracture and a Drayden, both with moves that emphasize the offense. Sneck might actually need to come in for the next one. We've got Poison Fang here. Night Slash, aim for the crit. This could be tight. I think Night Slash. Ooh. Thank you. Yep, good. Good job, Scorpion. The Drayden, we go to Boomy. The Drayden has a Dragon Gem. It also has Flamethrower, and Rock Slide, and Crunch. And its ability is Sheer Force as opposed to Rough Skin. Regardless of anything, we tank this. Even with that boost, that's how much that did. I don't know if that's fast enough, so I'll heal. I don't know if we now overtake them, so we'll heal. And let's go strength. Okay, we were faster. But it's always best not to risk it. Such energy on the offense, you are truly without equal. As for the trainers above me, the one on the right fights only triple battles. The one on the left fights only rotation. Choose the style of battle that fits you better. Remember, they won't even battle you if you don't have 3 or more Pokemon with you. It's interesting you only have to beat one of them. We'll take them all on because it's more experience. Technically, if we're avoiding any of them, we're avoiding the guy with the triple battle. But We should be fine. Well, famous last words. But first we'll take on the defense. The defense has both Substitute and Protect on both Pokemon. Plus held items that make use of it. Sorry about that. The first opens with a Fracture. Oh, sorry, they also have Swagger. I think I'm right to still open with Scorpion for this. With a combination of Scorpion and Boomy. Defense is everything. Obviously, we don't necessarily have a special attacker, which doesn't entirely help. Poison Fang. The reason for Poison Fang was if we could break through the if we if we could break through the use a Kasturican. If we could get the poison off, then even if it uses Substitute, it's in trouble. But now we can just get it in. With the Protect, we can now get a Night Slash. With Dual Chop to knock us out, it would have to hit twice. So it would have to crit twice. Let's Moo Milk. Very consistent 21. Now the question for me is, do I think Drayden will go? Well, I was going to say the question would be whether or not Drayden can take it out, but we want to get the Amulet coin in anyway, so we make the switch. Fire. We're right to take another. It's made it Substitute. Interesting, it's strong enough to do that. Expected another Swagger there. So close. That does get rid of that. So basically, do I think Drayden can do about 80 damage with the Dragon Claw? That's the question here. Now, in theory, based off of the other, it should be slow enough now that it shouldn't matter, or that we should outspeed it. So let's use a Castelia Cone. And we'll find out. So it does 50 on a crit. Okay. Stick with Bulldoze because we know it doesn't trigger Rough Skin or the Rough Helmet. Sorry, the Rocky Helmet. Such defense, it is beyond comparison. You could certainly say that for Boomy. Scorpion, not so much. The trainers that are weight above have different fighting styles. Right, triple battles, rotation. Go back and heal up. I'll focus on the rotation battle. I would be very cautious about taking the triple battle. Because I've been burnt by the positioning on those before. I mean, to be fair, it's not awful for the triple battle, in that the triple battle is another one of those where it's one in the middle and the two on the outside are both the same. So you don't have to worry as much about your positioning. So, the one in the middle, the Drayden, has Revenge. Oh, the two fractures are all Dragon. Oh, sorry, the fracture and the Akshu, I should say. Because of that, well, because of Revenge, we can't have Blade in there. I would put Boomy in the middle. Scorpion can hold that side, and we'll throw Snack in for this. Now, what item do you have? Cut ones. Give you the Bright Powder instead. Now, what that should mean is Snack with the more defense, or Snack having more defense, is staring down both the stronger Pokemon. Scorpion's got the weaker one in Akshu, which will help if we can get a crit off early. They said the right was the triple, didn't they? At least they're both male and female on each side, so that helps. I think, in terms of figuring out where we're going. Yeah. Triple battles! It's a combination that raises 3 Pokemon's destructive power. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe the anime had any triple battles. Oh, good. So it didn't do what it should have done. Did that same stupid thing. Okay, so let's go after the fracture. We can keep the action around. It's gonna do fuck all to snack. Actually, maybe I should have just used strength instead on fracture. That could be a problem. That's less of a problem. I went for the Dragon Ball. And on Snack too. You Leaf Blade the Axe. You Strength. Go after fracture just in case. Please survive this. Fucking! Everyone a fucking critical hit! Fuck's sake! And that was that was a reasonable option to bring into the later stages of the game as well. But no, we can't possibly have that. It's always a stupid fucking critical hit. You are strong enough to challenge me, Drayden. You have the power to unleash the full force of your deep desire to win. Fuck off. Every single fucking time a crit. Every single time a crit, and only one of them, it wouldn't have mattered. Should have fucking used strength on fracture from the start. of course, it was also the one who had the lucky egg, so we don't get any of the boosted experience for it. Right, who to bring in then? Probably Pringles, just to specifically hold the experience share. Oh, actually, scratch that. I know who I'm bringing in. I should bring in Zebra. Ember's the other option, but Ember doesn't necessarily need it. But we could bring in Pringles. But we'll go for Zebra. Because we should be using Zebra in the next gym. Fuck me, Scorpion actually would have factored in well to the Elite Four as well. Fuck me. Keep losing all these fucking people I actually want to keep around. But, and that's, again, a positioning problem as well. Because as I said, I wanted Scorpion on the other side. Well, I wanted Scorpion over on Nakshi's side, and fucking, once again, it doesn't happen. The same issue as before with Kavira. That'll settle enough. Okay, so the rotation. Opens with a Drayden, has a fracture and an Axu as well. It would effectively be much the same team. However, because it's a rotation, it becomes a bit more complicated. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to put in Blade. Boomy's there with the amulet, which means Snack gets our lucky egg. I'm near certain they didn't do any rotation battles in the anime, and that's because it makes little sense to do it in the anime. with how the anime battles function. Triple battle, sure, but they also do like a certain amount of free-for-alls on top of that. Now, are you going to be a cunt like your partner, or what? In rotation battles, how the three Pokemon follow one another is key. Thing is, I kind of wanted Scorpion for the gym battle as well. Sorry, his level cap is not 49. Seemingly. Right, so let's use Leech Seed. Interesting, he stayed in. What's that? Just not much we can keep using Leech Seed. Let's go for Leaf Blade then. Down goes the Akshu. Let's make it interesting and go Leaf Tornado instead. Try and get the accuracy down. Nope. Couldn't possibly do that. And now we'll swap out to Boomy. Do we need to? I mean, we should. Went for revenge. Even if it crits, it shouldn't be a problem. And now we're back up to sturdy. Love it. Level to Boomy. And level to Zephyr. A battle between you and me, Drayden, must be stirring. You must desire victory more than anything. Now go. Well, we'll go and heal up again first. He opens with a Drayden. it will still seek Revengo. Part of me's tempted to open with Volcamel, with the idea that what we want to do is we want to put it to sleep. Boomy is going up against his Haxorus. It's the only one that can, really. Ideally, Sneck should be able to deal with his Flygon. The problem is, they all have Dragon Tail. And I'm going to be real annoyed if they switch into Zebra. That's alright, just noticed I hadn't done this. There you go. Do I want to open with Volcamel? I either open with Volcamel or I open with Snake. It's one of the two. Okay, let's swap those two over. I'll open with Volcamel. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I am the Opelucid Pokemon Gym Leader Drayden. As the mayor, I've given everything to developing the city. As a trainer, I've simply been pursuing greater strength. But what I'm searching for now is a young trainer who can show me a bright future. Perhaps you can show me that future the way Iris has. I can throw it nowhere near where it needs to be to actually do the voice I wanted to do. That should have been a lot more gruff. She's more nasal as to why I couldn't do that. Please be here. Please become. And in. Okay, so we open with Yawn. Must have gone for revenge. Yep. So how much will this do? 38 damage. Yep, brilliant. Should we switch to snack? Use that combination. We'll heal and we'll make sure. That's two of them. Okay. Now that it's asleep, we go to snack. And leech seed. Will remove you choose that fills me with the heat of battle. It's closer. Recoil. The Drayden has sheer force. Of course it fucking woke up. Let's rip a leaf blade now. Hope for a crit. Good fuck all. To what I'd like it to do, it did fuck all. But second leaf blade should do it. Of course it fucking uses Dragon Tail then. Are you bastard? Hello, Drayden. Well played with Scorpion down. You now become a front runner to get into the team. Switch. T-Snack. Leech Seed. Flygon's faster still. That's actually not good. The defense down. That's a thought. If his Haxorus has a Mold Breaker, does that break through Sturdy? It does have a Mold Breaker. If it breaks through Sturdy, I am in big trouble. Homer. Take over. Oh, fuck! Okay. There was one thing I forgot about, which was Homer now having Feather Dance. You're even faster than Homer, yeah. You would be faster than Homer. Double the Zebra. And in comes Haxorus. G'day, Roxale, how are you? The question is Homer faster? If Homer's faster, I could get away with a Feather Dance, maybe two. gotta snack to the leech seed and keep it ticking. That actually might be the better option. As long as we get that leech seed on, it's just a case of waiting it out. My blood burns with even more fire this age. I've still got some fight in me. Already started. The good would be if Mold Breaker is focused specifically on Haxorus, or if it works like Intimidate, where it's as soon as it comes in and then anything that swaps in after that fact is fine. Regardless, beyond a crit, Boomy should be fine, tanking everything even with those Dragon Dances. Plus Iron Defense will help massively here. Because now it's suddenly an attack +4 against a defense +4. So now you have to crit. And it'll go for the 6 because we're now at +6. Which gives me the time to get an attack in. Like the Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry changes what that attack is. Because I was going to go Strength, but now I'm going Rock Slide. Ha 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 ha! If only it was Homer. So Snake's not fast enough. I will run some damage calculations. Because it is who I send in is between Boomy, who is now no longer at full health, so Steady's out of the question. It's a Haxorus. At +5. With Dragon Tail. And Assurance. I kind of think it actually goes... So, current scenario, it should actually go for... Oh, sorry, it also has Slash, doesn't it? It may go for Slash. So, current scenario, it'll either go for Dragon Tail or Slash. It does not have Rivalry, it has Mold Breaker. Umi could live a Dragon Tail. Sneck won't, but could have pawnied. Level 45, sure. With the Eviolite, Blade lives. As long as it is not a... Ooh, 76. I think I might have put in 78 for the defense. No, I did put in 76. Good. As long as it is not a crit, Blade lives a Dragon Tail. Whereas Beamy has a chance. Fucking forgot about the Hyper Potion. Oh, I forgot about the Hyper Potion. That's not good. Okay. I can't believe I forgot about the Hyper Potion. And it fucking went to +6, okay. Regardless, Blade still lives 1. So we're now healing Homer. That was 82. That doesn't seem right. Oh no, maybe it is. That's a pretty high roll on it though. That doesn't seem right at all. That would have to be a max... That would have to be a max... IV Haxorus. Or damn near close to max, to be able to do that. Is someone cheating? I wonder. Fuck you! Statistically, that should not fucking work. You are bullshit. For what this should be as a battle, that should not work. Drayden's full of shit. Fucking crit twice. That didn't even say it was a crit, but fuck you. Well, like, whatever. Look, that answers my question about the fucking mold breaker. Now, and that's the only one that didn't crit. It does not succumb to such fuck you. Like, piss off. Wonderful. I'm grateful that we had a chance to meet in battle. Reminded me that Pokemon battles are about working with others to meet our challenges together. Which is why you cheat, do you? Well now, you obtained 7 of the gym badges in Unova. That means Pokemon up to level 80, including those received in trades, will follow your commands obediently. I also want you to have this. It's a TM I'm particularly fond of. It's called Dragon Tail. It's such a frustrating fucking gym. We should not have lost 3 Pokemon to this gym. Dragon Tail is a move that returns the damaged Pokemon to its Pokeball. In other words, it switches your opponent's Pokemon. Professor Juniper asked me to tell you about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon that created Unova. Please wait outside. Damage is fucking done. Well, I don't like losing Boomy. I'm not too caught up in losing Boomy because I have an automatic replacement there. But losing Scorpion and Blade is not good. Because the automatic replacement there is Steve, and Steve is not in the same level. At all. But there's still the giant chasm, there's still other stuff. We're getting close to the point where I might actually need to start pulling in the legends, though. What the fuck are you waiting on? Jesus. Send us the whole way down. Why bother faffing around now? Can you tell I'm frustrated? I'll show you the way. Follow me. Well, we need to revise our team now. And I know that Team Plasma's showing up. So annoyed I forgot he had a fucking hyper potion as well. If I remembered he'd had a hyper potion, I would have healed. Very well, Boomy. You had a very good run. Came in later than you should have, but you had a very good run. Who do we pull in? Well, you come in immediately. No questions asked. Jolly was his nature. Now, who else? Well, technically, Drayden should come in automatically. But do I keep Volcamel in? Do I swap Volcamel out? I think for the upcoming slew, we'll keep him in. And then we may swap him out for Steve. Especially with the upcoming battles. Good God, am I so annoyed. At the very least, with us now getting Dragon Tail, that'll probably go in a snack. Like, not having... Kavira would have been the person I wanted to take on that Haxorus. Like, no questions asked. There wasn't anyone else that could have done that. Now, I did have a name for this fella. Obviously, I haven't sorted that out yet. But I'm pretty sure I put a name down on the tracker. Nope, I didn't. Ignoring that, let's make sure we put down that we actually beat him as well. Oh, I slightly fucked that up. Because I still had Scorpion in there. So... You die to Drayden. Down to that. You die to Drayden. I'm pulling you, and we're pulling you into the team. So I didn't have a name for it. What name do I want? Tis a male. Hold him. Shuffle you over a bit. And why are you suddenly dropping out? That layer, break that layer. One moment, I need to fix a thing. Scratch that, actually. Let us come out here. I will do my standard coffee break. I'll save there. I'll go get me coffee, I'll come back, I'll also fix the loose connection that seems to be happening for some reason. But yeah, by all means, grab yourself a drink as well, or a snack, or have a stretch, or whatever. And I will be back soon. Until then, guys. I'm back. So, let us fly back to Castilia, and we'll take care of the name for bowling. And make that official. I believe it's this way. No, not that one. This one. I'm pretty sure it's the same place where you can get your... Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter because it got traded. I wasn't 100% sure on that in terms of... It got traded, but it is its name. So technically speaking... we have to keep it. The other name I would have gone for would have been Monolith. But now that we've got 7 gym badges, the stadiums have improved. Let's... Well... Who has what? You would. Okay. We can hang on to that for now. You jump up. You take... Yeah, take the leftovers. You keep the scope lens, you've got the... I'm not, don't you? You've got Rock Slide, which is fine. It's another Pokemon with strength that we lost. This way. We're here. Okay, come on inside. Let me tell you the story. It's a long story, but listen closely. It's closer to the voice I want. It was 2 years ago when the 2 dragon Pokemon were awakened. That's better. The white dragon Pokemon Reshiram sought what is true, with a desire to usher in a new world of goodness, and the black dragon Pokemon Zekrom pursued what is ideal, with a desire to usher in a new world of hope. Reshiram and Zekrom were once a single Pokemon. You may wonder why it split in two. The single dragon Pokemon had helped the twin heroes bring a new region into being. But the twin heroes, the younger brother who sought ideals, and the older brother who sought the truth, thundered the region in two as they fought to see which one of them was right. In that desperate hour, a single dragon Pokemon split its body into a white Pokemon and a black Pokemon, even though ideals and truth don't need to be in opposition. As the story goes, a third dragon Pokemon, Kyurem, also came into existence in that era. And there may be proof of this to be found in a treasure passed down in my family for generations. The DNA splicers. Professor Juniper's research determined that the materials in the splicers date back to the same era as the materials used in building the Dragon Spiral Tower. Oh, the DNA splicers are stored very safely. I guard them because I don't know what kind of power might lie within them. But here's what's been bothering me. Could there be one more dragon Pokemon? Even if Kyurem really exists, we don't know what kind of Pokemon it is. For starters, the two Pokemon the ancient Pokemon split into are both overwhelmingly powerful. So if Kyurem exists, could it be just leftover? Or if Kyurem exists, could it be just a husk? A shell that was left over? What was that sound? What was that?
Airship!
Ah! Doctor Octocotopus. Ah! This world of ice. Hexorus used Dragon Tail. That's enough, Hexorus.
Does he know Rock Smash now?
Not only did the ice stay unbroken, there's not even a scratch on it. What's going on? I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that's going to work. I remember you from En's Castle. Oh, it's bitter cold. I'm shivering. I'm suffering, but I'm alive. That's what the essence of life feels like. It's proof of my existence. But that's enough of philosophy. Here are the facts for your admiration. This ice was specially created by Team Plasma's technology. As long as we have our secret weapon, you'll never be able to melt or break this ice. Let me explain our purpose here. Drayden, hand over the DNA splicers. Opelucid City is a city where the past and the future are intertwined. Could there be a more perfect place for the splices that connect the separated Pokémon? Do you think someone who knows what you did 2 years ago will just hand them over quietly? That's just what I expected you'd say. At this point, I'd like to threaten you with another volley of ice, but we can't use it for a moment. It won't be enjoyable in this cold, but I guess we'll just search for them. Those foul villains. So I want you to help me. We're going to drive Team Plasma out of Opelucid City.
As you wish. Sliding boy. I am just a sliding boy. Slidey, hidey, hide.
This time, this time we'll take over the Pokemon, the Unova region. You are trembling already. From fear or from cold, either is good. That's a good opener for Volcamo. Earth and power. Dr. Zebra. Und a Weezing. The Weezing may have should actually pull it up. The Weezing may have, well, it should have Levitate, is what I meant to say. Levitate, and it can go kaboom. So because it can go kaboom, Gringos. And if this isn't a good reason for it to now learn Psychic, I don't know what is. Thank you for the crit. Even if I lose, I will not give up on justice for Team Plasma. I will take it all. It's not over. The others will find the DNA splicers. When they do, Unova region is ours. Well, let us now head over here. And tougher, Thor, take care of the others. I've been nursing a grudge for 2 years, old man. Even if this is the first time I've battled you. moment. Now with that, with Zebra taking that level, that'll go onto the back. That'll go onto back even if his opponent is a young girl. What are you doing with Team Plasma? Lost, I didn't stand a chance. I can't believe Xmas blasted me all the way over here. Okay, so we can access. Pokémon are pawns. They're a means to an end. That's what I was taught. Don't think about it too much. It's easier that way. Is that what you were taught as well? Fleece yourself to your shepherd. Before the Watchog, we shall go with the kaboom. We passed on the baton. White a mark. Well, that works. That made absolutely no sense to do. And now I can swap to a Pokemon that you don't stand a chance against because you can't hit it. Like, what are you doing? Level to Giggles. You knocked out my stupid pawns. How can this be? Was that the kind of power Pokemon have when they're not treated like objects? Among other things. Okay, nothing over there. No one there. There is a woman defending that spot. Nobody there. Nobody else over here. You, madame, I believe you opened with a gold bat. You indeed. Unzeri is a Garbora. So I might actually let Zebra take this one. Don't get in our way, you bother! Bother! Cynthia, you keep missing out on all the fun. As opposed to the anime when she actually is around for it. Well, not for Team Plasma, but for Team Rocket. Should be fine on this. Thank God for your speed. Come on. Bye. Level to Giggles. Oh, damn stupid fool! Plasma! The Cincelon said to stick to Drayden because that's where we'll find anything important. Be Cincelon. Now, I'm not sure if this will be a double battle or not. Because I'm seeing two different things about it. So, I will set up with the idea that it's not. Which leaves me with an interesting predicament. Because this guy needs to come in. And that being said, what I'll do... You're up first. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna quickly go to the loo. So, I'll be back in a moment. Right, I'm back. wanted to make sure there wasn't one there. Oh, for crying out loud. I didn't expect to have to fight hampered by a cold like this. Well, no matter. The fact that I'm shivering means I'm truly alive. Bring it on. Well, this would actually be a good battle to have the swords involved. Please break through. Wunderbar. Not quite enough, but decent. I do kind of like the guy who complains about the cold of the zebra, but the guy who complains about the cold is the guy who has all ice type Pokemon. Get in here. And I do know where Terrakion is. For light screen of all moves. I mean, it shuts down Volcamel, I'll give you that. Oh, so close. Weavile, you can stay in. You've got your sturdy. You'll need to go through HP training. That's something I may do in my own time. Once again, as soon as I stop, he'll crit. And I really don't have an obvious switch. I was very much hoping to do it in one. Actually, technically I do have an obvious switch. The switch would be to Homer. There's your crit. Because Homer should be able to tank. Let's switch up. That was a crit. Homer should be able to tank a Night Slash. He definitely would have been able to tank that. But at least at the very least I now see what the AI's doing. But this should be a Night Slash. If it crits again, we go to Homer. There we go. So it should now use Metal Slash. So we go to Homer, who has Quick Attack.
I did just notice a thing, which is this bastard has ice shard. Oh, that is annoying. How do we want to play this? Well, let's see how much damage the ice shard does. I should have really checked that before switching to Homer. 62, okay. If it crits, we're in trouble. Over to Gigalith.
Hurry on as long as you won't lock an Usa town. How have you done that in such a short time, or whatever the fuck it was? You're a strong trainer. You definitely are adept at handling Pokemon. I believe I'll take my leave, simply because I can't stand this cold. But imagine this. A universe region completely covered in ice. To achieve that splendor, we'll do whatever it takes to obtain the DNA splices. You're even better off than I hoped. You're even better than I hoped. I see we drove them off. I'm grateful to your Pokemon also. After all that, the least I can do is heal them with this medicine. Okay. With you a moment, I'll be back. That's a new record for making it there and back. Look, Thor. These are the DNA splices. This is what they were after. We're really fortunate Team Plasma didn't get their hands on them. I don't know what their goal is, but I'm sure they're planning something wicked. As we suspected, the hiding place was in the gym. Well thought out. If Drayden isn't there, we can't get in. If he is there, he's the strongest guard we could possibly face. It also explains why the Pokemon gym was remodeled. That's a nice way to touch over that. Whatever. The DNA spices are in our hands now. It's beyond my imagination to think you'd use one of the 7 sages to find out where the splices were. Now you know then. We will accomplish our goals no matter what the cost. We don't have the ability to captivate the hearts of others like Lord N does. Instead, we will bend people to our will with brute force. 2 years was a surprisingly long wait. If they've been stolen from us, we'll just have to take them back.
The Shadows use poniards. 2 poniards and an Absol. We would not be using the same stratagem. Snake. What's the moveset of the Absol?
Swords Dance slash Future Sight Night Slash. Volcamel should tear through those. If anyone at the moment's going to be able to take care of that Absol, it'll probably be Snack. Maybe Homer can cut them down with Feather Dance. They don't seem to be in this area. However, they can hide their presence, so be on guard as you look. Nothing there. You don't really think you have... You don't really think you can take the DNA spices back, do you? And if I do? Tell you what, I'd really like an X-scissor right about now. For the Absol. Fuck off! 75 damage, so 32, 33, sorry, 37, 38. Love the Volcamel. Earthquake, thanks. Ooh, actually. You are actually better off keeping Earth Power. Because of what your stats are. Absol, Snack. Go with. Big tornado. Take that crit. And you're gone. Thank you for putting there, Snack. Lovely giggles. Back to Volcamel. Sorry, 85 damage. So... oh, again, still 37, 38. No. 42, 43. Any problem if you crit? I'm gonna be annoyed if you crit. Went from 42, 43 to about 60. Well, thereabouts. I hate to admit it, but you're a good trainer. Ah, how unlucky. I don't happen to be the one holding the DNA splices. I was just buying time for the others to escape. Cheerio, bye-bye. Whatever. Oh no. I know. Oh no, it's not your fault though. You were impressive. It's me who lets everybody down.
Last.
So, a strange ship was flying towards Opelucid City, right? I saw it tour en route.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was all Sharon.
Oh, a strange ship was flying towards Opelucid City, right? Yeah. I saw it tour en route. Sharon, that same plasma ship, isn't it? Yes, no doubt about it. Anyway, I'll be arriving in just a moment. Okay, I'll leave things to you. Although, if you're in any trouble, call me.
Maybe.
If only there was only two of me. I could protect the town and chase after them too. Oh, Drayden, glad to see you're safe as well. Oh, Sharon, you've certainly grown. You filled in for Lenora by becoming the gym leader in Aspersia City. Thanks. We should save catching up for later. I have a good idea of where Team Plasma is hiding. The place with the lowest temperature in the Universe region right now is an area close to Opelucid City. Drayden, please protect Opelucid City. You and I will find Team Plasma. Very well. I'll do my part. And thanks. The chase I'll leave to you. But don't do anything reckless. Don't be so reckless. Throw down your gun. Though, I could use your help if you're willing. You're a skilled trainer who can go toe-to-toe with Team Plasma. That's my definition of useful. Drayden, we're off. Opelucid City. Oh. Or is there nothing to the north? Is there anything to the north of Underla Town? Oh, protect Pokemon from Team Plasma. All people should think for themselves about the nature of the relationship between people and Pokemon. It's not something Team Plasma gets to decide for everyone.
Reveille. I am away. We can pass through, but we have to take the grasslands if we want to go that way.
Meanwhile, in the Fortress of Evil, if we were to go to Route 9, we can still make it there. It's simple enough. Actually, while I'm here, let us check the grotto. Not because we're definitely going to catch a Pokemon, because we've already used up this one. But for item. Growth mulch. Which means more money! Now, as it stands, obviously we need to go to Opelucid City. But, considering the nature of our team now, following that fucking disaster, I think we should do a final bit of training, which will help get Zebra and Gigalith, and then Pringles to a slightly lesser extent, up to speed. Actually, I technically still need to heal. we'll leave Volcamelon for the moment. While Pringles is... Yeah, we'll leave Volcamelon for now while Pringles is... not quite at the same level. Obviously, Ember's not too far off being able to evolve, which will help. Great ass. So we know there's a Swanna running around in this lot. Okay, so one of them has 2 Boldor. One of them just has a Lipard. And one of them just has a Swanna. And I believe the backer here, though I could be wrong, but I think the backers here have 2 Swanna. So with that in mind, because only one of them's a problem, Pringles opens. But does Pringles open? With the amulet coin or the lucky egg? The money's buttoned back up, so let's go lucky egg, because that's more what the problem is. You shouldn't overwhelmingly be a problem. Short of crits. And that's why we're keeping Pringles in. We could technically throw Volcamel in. Marlon's, oh, you got the Omni Boost. Marlon's level cap is 51. Level Pringles. We have a bit to go to get there. Now we start getting hyper patience in this lot. Right, so if we are going up against a Lipard, I would rather send in Snack. What did I say? So one just had a light bar. What was the other? And the other was just a Swanner. Okay. In that case... Okay, that's fine. Zebra should be able to knock out the Swanner. Try Snack in for this because it's a light bard. I can maybe make the argument to throw in Gigalith instead. And have Zephyr grab the experience share, but I think overall this is the better shot. Obviously at some point what we'll need to do is we'll need to put Gigalith through the HP training. And then the two Swanners. Just don't get taken out, Zebra. Double Gigalith. Interesting shout. We must away. You're up. We'll take on the Smashers, and then that'll be the end of the stream. Now, obviously, I believe you're the Mallow. Fuck off. Which would account for Zebra. So you may be in a zoom wrong now. There was one who is a Jellicent. Okay, the person who was the Mallow is now the Jellicent. And we has a Wintercott Lilligant. And lastly, a straight Zeb Striker. So, we'll give Volcamel the Amulet Coin. Fuck. Okay. I know what fell down. It shouldn't have, but it fell down. Another case of the sprites being wrong. That was shown to me as a male sprite, not a female sprite. Oh. Well, in that case, Snack. Yes, I could have hit Pursuit, but I don't believe Pursuit would have done enough damage. And I didn't want to send him Vingles in case it did use a Ghost type move. Level to Gigalith. No. So just shuffling some stuff around. There we go. Lava Bloom. Please don't be confused. Ah! Thank God you broke through it. But because you're confused, I'm up. Of course. Sure. Thank you, Homer. That's a beautiful time to break through it. Over to Zebra. Nope. Ach nee, gewoon de 200 freshwaters. What could possibly happen? And done. Now the smashers. Sorry, the smashers, the backers. I believe it's the Jellicent. Actually, no, it's the dual Zeb Striker. It then becomes the Jellicent Zeb Striker. Final battle. And honestly, if I did fuck up, Volcamel has solid rock, so it's not a huge issue. We'll go Flame Charge to try and speed up. Beyond. What the fuck are they both doing? In both instances, using an electric type move is a bad idea. Because my ability, unless you are banking on me having a hidden ability, and I don't know if Zeb Striker does in this generation. But the two standard abilities for Zeb Striker are Motor Drive and Lightning Rod. And that is the end of that. And that will also be the end of the stream. So we'll go back and heal up and then go through. Regardless, so the next time I stream I will start off, well, we'll do the usual join avenue and get the berries and all that routine, and then we'll, depending on the timing of when I start the stream, I will look to, I'll hopefully start earlier so I can do the stadiums and all that. The reason being, again, to keep the levels on this group up. Volcamel will stay in for now, and then we'll sort out how we want to switch things through with other routines. But yeah, until next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in if you did, or if you're watching on playback, thanks for watching. As always, I've been Lady2. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to find me elsewhere. The links will be in the description below, or you can find me, or you can search through the rest of my channel. I should have another What About This video coming out soon. It's all recorded, I just need to do the editing for it. And hopefully next time we won't have such an absolute schmozzle of deaths. Furious or otherwise. But yeah, until next time, guys. Adios.